Welcome back, everybody, to the Detroit Lions franchise here on Madden 20. A lot of things to go over as our Lions coming off a dominant victory over the Pittsburgh Steelers. And one of the most exciting things about this win is Dwayne Stuber now has superstar development, which I'm very excited about. And Kenny Golladay is no longer frustrated. He needed 5 catches or 100 yards. And to be fair, he had 4 catches right until the end of the game. And when I was chewing clock, I had a pass to him right at the end of the game, so we almost cheated in a way, but we did what we had to do. And then our right tackle, Akeem Downing, has been cleared, but we don't want to risk an injury from him. His assignment would have been Myles Garrett, so we don't want to overwhelm him with that. And Myles Garrett is pretty darn good, one of the best pass rushers in all of football, and we got to hope that he does not rip off any of our players' helmets, or else it could get bad. And then, this Browns offense ain't much worse. I mean, Nick Chubb, Odell Beckham, Jarvis Landry, and of course, quarterback Baker Mayfield leading the way. And we've got ourselves a new breakout player, and it's Da'Shawn Hand, which is someone who I wasn't really expecting. But, this could be a good one. 75 yards and 1 rushing touchdown, or we need him to get 2 picks, fumble forces, sacks, or tackles for loss, which is a lot to ask for a defensive lineman who I don't really use her particularly well with, but he's a guy who I'm sort of on the fringe with re-signing him because his contract is up at the end of the year. And if he gets superstar, bringing him back would be a no-brainer. So this could be a big deal for us if we want to keep him long-term. And then the award races have come out. Calvin, 5th for the Coach of the Year voting, Tez Lawson, Shaquem Griffin in the Offensive and Defensive Player of the Year races. Tez, the favorite for Offensive Rookie. And then for Defensive Rookie of the Year, Charlene Boudga is in 2nd. No Tez for Best Quarterback. We do have Kerryon and Kenny Golladay for Best Running Back and Receiver, respectively. No one on the D-line, not really a surprise. Shaquem Griffin, 2nd for Best Linebacker behind Khalil Mack. Nobody in the secondary, and then Matt Prater for 2nd Best Kicker. So here we go, everybody. Sunday Night Football here in Cleveland, Ohio, is the 5-2 red-hot Detroit Lions, who are currently on a 5-game winning streak, undefeated. When Tez Lawson starts, they're going to be taking on the Cleveland Browns, and Cleveland's been very good these past few seasons. Back-to-back Super Bowl appearances, including a Super Bowl ring for this squad. And the Browns have gotten off to a little bit of a slow start for what they've been hoping for, but this is still an extremely good team. On paper, maybe the best roster in football. So the Lions are going to have a challenge for sure, and they're going to have a lot up their sleeves, but this unit is playing some great football. As I said, they've won 5 straight with Tez Lawson anchoring the offense, and Tez Lawson has really rejuvenated this team. Matthew Stafford was not cutting it anymore. Stafford is the greatest Lion quarterback of all time without a doubt, but he just wasn't doing it the way Tez has. And one of the biggest surprises on this offense, other than Tez's emergence, has been Dwayne Stuber. Stuber's an undrafted rookie out of Iowa, and he has played extremely well for this team. Obviously, the Lions' receiving core has been pretty depleted this season with Juju's injury, John Ross's suspension. Juju should return next week, which should be a ton of fun. And obviously, Dwayne Stuber has taken over John Ross's role, even though Ross has returned. So Sam Martin has his ball teed off. We are officially underway. Here in First Energy Stadium, it'll be received back deep into the end zone. Antonio Callaway takes a knee. The NFL better be checking for some blunts in his back pocket. Anyway, here comes out Baker Mayfield, who's been very solid this year for the Browns, doing Baker Mayfield-like things, hence why he got a monster extension a couple of weeks ago. Here's Mayfield on 3rd and 8, launching a dart, and it's intercepted by Chidobe Awuzie. Awuzie had 2 interceptions last week in the Lions' rout over the Steelers, and now he gets his 3rd of the season here. So he returns the Lions' offense. Kerryon Johnson coming off a 200-yard outburst against Pittsburgh. Johnson had a career day in yards last week, unsurprisingly. He did that on 26 touches as well. No shortage of getting the ball in his hands. First down, there's Greedy Williams with the sack, a player that many Lions fans wished they had drafted in the 2nd round over Jelani Tavai. And Tavai's been very good to his credit, but he is obviously out for today's game with an injury. Then on 2nd down, Myles Garrett with the sack. Garrett, when when at his best, he is unstoppable. A little bit of an altercation there at the end between Tez and Garrett. So, once again, you better watch out for the helmets. An ensuing Cleveland Browns possession. Darius Big Play Slay picks it off. His second INT of the year. And he's going to go the distance. And just like that, the Lions have taken the lead. Ben Roethlisberger threw 3 picks last week, and now Baker Mayfield has already thrown 2. So the Lions have the ball back. Myles Garrett getting another sack, his second of the day, and he is in the zone, which is not good news for Detroit. Here's Kerryon Johnson with a nice run, getting the first down. Johnson is red hot right now, playing his best football as he gets a very nice run right there. And then from the 19, here's Tez Lawson looking for Hawkinson, the superstar tight end out of Iowa, who brings it down to the 3-yard line. Detroit going to try to punch it in. Second and goal. Toss for Kerryon, and he's going nowhere. Immediately wrapped up by a pair of Cleveland defenders. So that'll make it a 3rd and goal. Duron Harmon was the man with the tackle, former Super Bowl champion with the Patriots. And then Tez is going to be brought down by Sheldrick Redwine, the 3rd-year safety out of Miami. So here's Matt Money Prater for the field goal. It is good, and Detroit will take a 10-0 lead. Lions looking good early as they try to capture their 6th straight victory here on Sunday Night Football. Mayfield scrambling out of the pocket. He's going to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, another former Miami Hurricane. That'll be a first down. And then 3rd and 5, the runner is going to be stopped short. That's Gus Edwards, who got a lot of playing time today as Nick Chubb was out with an injury. So it was mainly a mix of Gus and Duke Johnson. Johnson actually just recently got hurt, so it was mainly a mix of Gus Edwards. As nice field goal for Covington. Browns cut the lead down to 7. 3rd and 3 for Detroit. Tez Lawson has an open Hawkinson, but the ball goes over his head. Not a great start for Tez Lawson. It's not all his fault because the pass blocking has been utter atrociousness. And then here's Gus Edwards, the former Baltimore Raven, with a nice run on 3rd down, converting for Cleveland. And then Njoku breaking the tackle of Chidobe Awuzie, finding the end zone. And we are all tied up at 10 with only 53 seconds left in the half. As Lawson running backwards, and he is sacked by guess who? Myles Garrett, continuing his hot pace. 2nd down, now Mayfield scrambling like he's late on a date, and that's Shaquem Griffin, the Defensive Player of the Year candidate with the sack. Griffin is 2nd in all of football when it comes to sacks, just behind Khalil Mack. I'm sure he's in 3rd now with Garrett's performance. As still in the 2nd quarter, excellent play from Golladay. That was a pretty bad throw from Lawson. And then Tez gets it to Bonner Sanders, who makes a nice play at the 33, but he does not get out of bounds in time. That is how the first half ends. We are knotted up at 10. Lions 10, Browns 10. Lions scored 10 in the first, Browns with 10 in the second. And I think the story of this game has been Cleveland's pass rush. Myles Garrett with 3 sacks on that left side. Marshall King is the one blocking him, so I'm sure the Lions would have been a lot better with a healthy Akeem Downing in there. As we look at the halftime updates, Texans beat the Browns. Pretty bad game from the rookie quarterback Noah Curry. Jacksonville beats New England. 2 touchdowns from Nick Foles. Jared Goff also with 2 touchdowns for New England. And then here's a look at the rest of the league. The only NFC North team to play this week was Green Bay, who is playing tomorrow night. The Packers are winless on this year as they try to get the victory over the Rams. 2nd and 6, Lions starting off on offense. Nice catch from Freddie Bonner Sanders, who had 2 touchdown catches last week. And then 2nd down, here's Lawson going to be sacked by good old Joe Schmo. That's Joe Schobert with the sack. The Browns get the ball back. As here's Gus Edwards on 1st down with an incredible run. Eventually tackled at the 25 by Devon Kennard and friends. That does not lead to anything, though. Don't know why it was in the video. So here returns Detroit's offense. Backed up at the 5. Kerryon Johnson down the sidelines. Myles Garrett keeping pace, but it won't be enough. 95-yard touchdown. And as the great RMP once said, keep calm and carry on. Lions take a 17-10 lead. Baker Mayfield on first down is going to be sacked by guess who? Shaquem Griffin. One hand, don't care. His second sack of the day. So the Browns have it back. Mayfield hands it off for Gus Edwards, who, as you can tell, is way over the 75-yard marker. He is now at 90 after that run, continuing to beast and feast. And now it's going to be a toss for the white boy. It doesn't really work out as well. That's the fullback, Anthony Sherman, longtime Kansas City Chief, going nowhere. Duvon Mann, the second-year man, no pun intended, out of Rutgers with the tackle. And then 3rd and 11, nice pass right there for Jarvis Landry. Lions didn't see him coming. And then look at this. From the 5-yard line, Gus Edwards fumbles it. Jarrad Davis pushes the ball out, and Tracy Walker recovers it. So the Lions have it back. 3rd down and 3. Here's Tez Lawson looking to throw it, and another bad pass on 3rd down. Bonner Sanders was open too. Definitely Tez's worst start of his career up to this point. But Baker Mayfield and the Browns aren't doing too much better. 2nd and 8. Shaquem Griffin makes a nice play on a screen, but he is hurt. Luckily for Detroit, it's not serious. He'll be right back in the game, which is big news for them, as Shaquem has been the best player on their defense, hands down. So there's Tez scrambling like a madman, sacked again by guess who? Myles Garrett. So about 5 minutes left in the fourth. Browns trying to make a comeback. 2nd and 7. Nice play for David Njoku. War wide open than a McDonald's drive-thru at 5 o'clock in the morning. And now a 3rd down and 10 from the 29. Browns need a conversion as Mayfield hit as he throws. Short pass doesn't work. That's going to be Gus Edwards who comes down with it. So 4th and 12. Cleveland is going to go for the field goal. Try to make it 17-13. And the kick is up, and it is no good. The attempted field goal from Covington is off. So the score remains 17-10, and the Lions just need to chew the clock. 1st down, Tez Lawson, look at this. He somehow gets out of the sack from Garrett, but is still brought down. They're going to give Garrett half a sack there. And the Browns would get it back. 1st down, Mayfield over to Landry. The Lions miss the tackle. Jarvis gets 12. Let's see if Cleveland can drive down the field and tie the game up. Maybe bring it to overtime as Mayfield on 3rd and 4, lobbing it deep. Passes broken up by Chidobe Awuzie. 4th and 4, Cleveland going to go for it. Pretty much the game, and the pass is going to be caught by Njoku, keeping the drive going. And then Mayfield launching a bomb for Landry, who brings it to the 9. 1st and goal, Mayfield with a dart in the end zone for David Njoku, his 2nd touchdown catch of the day. And man, was it a busy performance for David Njoku. He dominated for this Browns team tonight, and he was definitely Baker Mayfield's safety blanket. They would review the score, but the play did stand, so we're tied up at 17. Lawson hit as he throws on 1st down. Big play for Freddie Bonner Sanders. Lions call the timeout. Now from the 42, Tez Lawson going to scramble with it. Lawson's going to try to run for the 1st down, and he does as he is pushed out from the 36. So 2 seconds left. Here's Matt Prater for the win, and it is blocked by Jonathan Watts, picked up by the rookie Marquez Lincoln, and the Browns will win a miracle game as Lincoln takes it the distance. What an ending. Matt Prater was supposed to make the field goal to win it, and Prater never misses kicks in the 4th, and you can't really blame him for this one. Jonathan Watts, the 2nd-year corner, would block it, and then the rookie Marquez Lincoln, the Browns' 1st-round selection, picks it up and takes it to the house, doing the Fortnite dance, and the Cleveland Browns win in a miracle fashion, 24-17. What a game in this one for Cleveland, and Detroit has to go back to the drawing board. Definitely not their best performance, as they are now 5-3. The Cleveland Browns are now also 5-3.